Everyone. Just want to start off by excusing all the sniffing. I have got a cold, which I always get when I get a haircut. To explain why it would make me look like a huge pansy, so I won't. But yeah, as you can tell from my tone, this episode is not a good one. We lost 4-2. One of those games where, as a team we didn't play very well. I mean, to be fair, we had Spurs domination, where we very much looked the better team. But overall, I would say that it was a draw would have been fair because they had some periods of domination too in the second half. But their goals, to be honest with you, were two penalties, and from a corner, fumbling around. Goals where eight times out of 10 we wouldn't really concede. But in terms of negatives, my performances, I think there wasn't any glaring negatives in terms of something that can be fixed. People playing not to their best is something that happens. We are human beings, so that happens, and it's not something that can be coached out. As Duncan said today, it's just one of those things that you have to unfortunately deal with and try not to let happen again. Positives, the usual silver lining is if you play badly but know you could play better, that's what you focus on, and focus on do better in the next game. On a personal note, wasn't a good day at the office today. Missed the penalty, hit the post. But with penalties, to be honest with you, I don't dwell on them because I did in the past when I was younger, and it just eats at you like a cancer. So you missed this one. I scored last week. Missed this week. Next week I'll probably score one. That's how I look at it. Get another one, I'll score. I won't shy away from it because I'm a striker. It's my job. But other than that, on a personal note, to be honest with you, it's one of those performances where you're 50% off, and that 50% over the course of the 70-ish minutes I think I played, brings your performance down because little things, passes not quite being to where you're going, where you intend them to go. Touch has been a little bit looser than you wanted. Decision making been a little bit slower than you wanted. Little things like that, when on their own they're not big things. When you add them up over the course of of a game, it becomes a poor performance. But that frustrates me more than the penalty because misplacing a pass, having a loose touch are things that any professional footballer, Freudian slip, any player at any level really gets frustrated about because they're the basics of football, as we call them. But come back next week and do better. The thing that I don't know what anyone else playing football feels, but it's frustrating when you don't play to your best, but that the defenders, the opposition, were poor. Those centre backs were slow, not very agile, not particularly good on the ball. They only looked okay when they managed to get the ball to the midfielder, so they looked like they were playing some nice, neat possession football. But as a striker, any other strikers out there will know, you have a personal intimacy with your opposing centre back when you play a match, and when you're playing with that centre back what he's bringing to the table. If he's scared of you, if he's good, what his weaknesses and strengths are. You can perceive them very quickly when you play, or I can anyway, at least. And with that, I knew I had to be with him on another day. On that day, I wasn't able to make it tell, but another day he would have been easy lolly. He would have been on the return match. I'm scoring 4 goals. Mark my words. And I will score 4, and I'll come in and I'll tell you I score 4 goals. I have to make this short because I haven't got much memory on my phone. Other than that, my Achilles is obviously, as you know, is still playing up, getting better, bit by bit, but still doesn't allow me to be explosive and as fast as I want to be. So, for example, like today with those defenders, I was faster than them anyway in my current state. With a fully functioning Achilles tendon, it would have been they'd have been I had a dream that I was marking a striker, but now I'm not sure. It would have been an absolute myth. I would have been disappeared. Final thing before it cuts off is I'm frustrated with my long range shooting, because those of you who know me know that That's one of my strengths. One of my biggest strengths, my long range shooting. You know, when I connect the ball from outside the box, invariably it's on target, it's a goal. But I have not shot up for civil. I'm snatching at things. It's frustrating. I want to work on it. Other than that, you know, we'll do better next time. I'll score penalty next time. I'll score 2 goals next time. I'll play better. Work on it. Enjoy your weekend, people. And yeah, losing is cack. Peace out.